Coming live to color. Oh my gosh, I don't like the position on the side here of my other webcam. It's getting in the way. I can't totally open my book. But because this is hardcover, this is Luna. Oh, here we go. Luna, which was gifted to me by Coloring with Taylor Made. Thank you again, Taylor, for that. But I've been working on some of the pages here that I actually, had started, and I'm kind of getting into doing that. I don't know why, but it's really relaxing for me. Been doing a lot of work on this page like yesterday. I'm kind of almost finished with it. I had some bleed through of what's on the other page or something, some bleed through on the paper. And so I don't know, I just started coloring in the background with blues, and I was liking what I was seeing, so I just kept going with it. I did it with pencil. I've been doing it with pencil. I don't know if I'm done doing that yet or not, but yeah, that's what I've been doing. And there's some places like I figure I'll make the bleed through work for me by you know so like here there was some bleed through, I guess purple or something, and so it kind of works with it. Having the blue there kind of gives it some variation of the background naturally. So yeah, so I kind of like how it's turning out. And I did, let's see, so been we're reworking little parts of it, all over. So let's see, but I finished. Yeah, I still got too many pencils on my desk, so I haven't put them away. So I'm just kind of working on each page as I feel like it. And that's basically all I'm doing. So I kind of finished this page. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna do anything more on it, like put like a color in the border. I kind of feel like I want to do that, but I'm not in the mood to do that right now. So at least not. I wasn't in the mood to do it up to this point. And I'm just gonna work on it when when I feel like it. So, but yeah, so I finished this one. I don't know if I want to go through and do more with the background or not, or with the background of her dress. Actually, is what I mean. Oh, you know what? I need to do the leaves. I just noticed that. So I guess I'm not finished. But anyway, I like how this has turned out up to this point. So, then I've been just going from page to page that I've already, worked on, and doing this as I feel like doing it, because I'm trying to get my mind into just relax mode, and we're still working on that because like I'm still hyped up from the past 4 weeks or whatever. But so then I worked on this one a little bit. I still need to finish her, but I did the butterfly. I did the bee, although he looks kind of, simple. I need to add something, I think, a little shading or something to his wings, like a little yellow tint to them, very lightly, and then a little bit of shading probably, and then try to model. I don't know, a little bit of shading in there, but I need like tiny. I gotta do my real tiny coloring in there, so I gotta be in the mood to do that. Light touch, tiny coloring combo. Um, then I gotta, of course, finish her. And I think I want to do a background on this, but I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I don't know if I'm gonna take the route I did with the kitty cat picture and do a background in pencil. And if I do that, I don't know what color I want to use. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Of course, because like I have bleed through on this page too, so that's something I'm gonna have to also work with, unless I can erase out some of that. bleed through, because I don't know if it's from the picture, this picture, or if it's from the other side of this page or what. So I gotta figure that out. Let's see. Hold on one second. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. How do I do? Okay, let's do that. Okay. Yeah. So I still have some things to finish on here, but I've been working on it a lot, so I don't know if I really want to today. I don't know. I'm just doing everything, and then I really want to spray these pages like relatively soon. And I could spray them with the workable fixative and then spray again when I'm finished. If I need to do that, I might actually do that today. And I need to get into a habit of doing that because of the bleed through that's been going on around here in this book. Technically, I didn't color the things here. I need to do that. And I was just checking back through to see. Okay, so these are relatively finished. That one. Excuse me. This one and this one, except I gotta do that. There's probably other like little things I can do on here too. Didn't really do much. Didn't do anything with his eyes, and there's more I could do with this page. So I'm just not one of those people where I have to finish a page beginning to end, right? All together. Sometimes I'm in that mode, and I just like I have to. I feel compelled to, and it works with me. I'm in that mood or whatever. And then sometimes I'm not. And so that's just the way it is. I don't sweat it. It's just the way it is. So I really like this picture. And again, I'm not going back to work on it until I'm feeling it. I'm feeling where like, yeah, this is what I want to work on. I just noticed there's a page back here that's finished. That I put, must have been a color along. Where's that picture? I just saw it. Oh, right here. Oh, I did gel stick around the edge. You know what? And I'm looking at this and I'm feeling like I need something else on there. I feel like, oh, where's my purple? See, this is what happens. I look at stuff and it's like, is it finished? Is it finished? Or I just look at it and I feel like, it could use, I could do this with it. It would look nice with this on it or whatever. And then I do it. So I want purple. Ooh. Is there something underneath this? Well, this must have been what I had protecting. Oh, I had it underneath this when I was doing the gel stick. That's why that's there. I see now. Okay, I need that. If I get that, my Prismacolor Violet or that Diaxo whatever purple, I think those would be the good colors for this. I've actually been thinking about. Do I have another thing of pencil somewhere? I thought I did. Or did it? I've actually been thinking about putting some of my coloring supplies downstairs with my painting supplies and like reorganizing that whole space. Which actually, and then I was thinking, I could possibly, have it where I have another space to color that has all my coloring supplies, and then I just bring up what I want to use when I go live here to bring them up and do that, or like have a station also downstairs to color live, which I there is a way where I can do that. There's like a portable desk that I actually have that right now is being used for something else, but actually I could change that, put it in the corner where I paint, put it in that room, and I could go live from there too. I was thinking about that the other day, and that would kind of ease up what's happening in this room. I can have this be my room with all my books. Um, so yeah, that was something I was thinking about the other day. Okay, now where is? Trying to find. And see, I thought pretty sure that I had that pencil out, but maybe not. Maybe I did eventually put it away because it wasn't a main. Because I was mostly using the polychromos. So, and I'm kind of liking that idea of having that down there. Um, I'm kind of liking that idea because then it has all the art stuff together, which interchangeably can be used. Let's see. One second. Oh, that. I got these. Don't mind my. Ooh, I need to cover that. I don't want to get messed up. In my case where I got my Blick pencils, I have these guys. And I don't really use them. Okay, now I can't open it up. I'm trying to open it up and not knock over the. And I need to use these. So that's going on my list for something that needs to get used. Okay, what else we got here? Trying to get to my quizzes. I'm not sure I need those. I need that in the blue out. Actually, diaxa, whatever, purple. I think I have more than one, so. That's violet blue, but I don't want violet blue. So my instructions are printed out for the Tunisian crochet knit look pattern, which is something that I kind of want to learn this summer. There's lots of indenthone. I don't want to use violet blue because I don't want to turn that color too. What is it? See, it's out somewhere and I'm just not seeing it. I probably have both of them out. Yeah, that's another violet blue. I probably have them out and I'm just not. It's evading me. Yeah, because it's not in here. Where are you? One of them cases you're looking for, the thing you're looking for, you can't find. Okay, I'm going to put my phone somewhere. Hopefully that doesn't fall anywhere. I don't want it to. Let's put it out here. Okay, this is taking more time than I thought. Oh, is this more? Oh, okay, here we go. It's probably in this bunch. I still have loads of pencils to put away. Oh yeah, this looks familiar. This is the violet. There we go. I keep rubber banding a bunch of pencils and putting them off to the side because it's like, I'm not quite done yet and I'm not ready to put stuff away yet. Do I need that to be... I don't know. I just can't rush off to another picture. I don't know. I can't do that. Call something done and rush off, and I can't do that. I have to really feel like it's finished, to declare it as finished. I can't just, I don't know. If I colored a picture like 2 years ago and everything's filled in and all that, and did some kind of modeling or whatever on it, and I open it up one day and I was like, I immediately think of, oh, it would look nice with this on it. I'm going to add it to it. I don't know if there's a word for that or whatever, but because like there's like this thing like with painting, it's like how do you know, if you're painting something yourself that you conceived in your mind and all that, how do you know when the picture's done? It's done when your gut says it's done. Nobody else can tell you when that is. And I kind of feel that way with these, you know, adult coloring books. I feel that way. I guess that's why this has kind of been my replacement for painting while I haven't been able to paint. And I didn't realize that until, I don't know, maybe the past year and a half. I feel like I need more light. I think did I play it? Yeah, I think I did play The Sims yesterday. Sims Medieval. And I've been privating the videos just because I'm not, I don't know what I'm doing with streaming the gaming, and there's a lot of technical things that are not, set. I don't have it worked out yet, and so I don't really want to have those available for replay until I don't want to have any of that gaming available for replay until I really kind of have all the technical stuff down, if I ever have it down. Because who knows, I may just like say, nah, I don't feel like doing that anymore and stop doing it. But I just feel like that's a game a lot of people don't really know about. And so that's one reason why I thought it would be nice to stream as I play. But then as I play, I have a way of playing where like I keep speeding up, slowing down, that people might not like. And I'm not sure that I even want to think about having to slow down for other people while I play. Because I play for me, right? So, I don't know. I love that game though. It's the some of the humor in it, and I just like it. The quest, which again was something I was saying that like that was something no other Sims game had up to that point, like in 2011, and it did so. Um, That was something I thought was unique about the game. And then the fact that the game takes place in medieval times, was also something different. I don't know when they came out with that Sims game where you travel to other places and have to solve things. I think was that at the end of Sims 3 where they had that. You had to travel to like Egypt or something like that, and so I really liked that. I have that pack or whatever. What Expeditions I think it's called, Sims 3 Expeditions. You know what? I wouldn't mind playing that. And then I play that and I get like into it for like forever, and I don't know if I have that kind of time. And that's another reason why I liked Sims Medieval was because it kind of had a clear cutoff time where you could just stop playing. Once you finished the quest, you could kind of just stop playing it. It was kind of like a cutoff mark. Okay, I did that quest. I'm done. That's it. Let me go do something else. I really wish I could flip this one. I don't know, the light. What if I just went with the back? No, I can't see now. What if I did with that one? That's not too bad. I probably need to sharpen the pencil. Also need to get rid of some shavings. Well, it's getting a little crowded here. They today is our garbage day, and I emptied my garbage can. I put another bag in the garbage and stuff, but I still have to bring it back in here. Does it get brighter? I'm wondering if that'll help. And is this focused or not? That's another thought. Let's see. So let's do it up here. Need to color now. I just find doing this relaxing. And if there's one thing I need right now is to relax. Sometimes it does make you feel good to just, I'm going to go and I'm going to finish this page. Sometimes that's a good feeling. And it makes you feel like you accomplished something. Just like if you play a video game, sometimes I think the sense of accomplishment you get from it, is, is kind of the draw of video games. Especially like if you can't, you know, in the middle of something in your real life and it's going to take forever to get it done, taking a break and doing something where you feel like, you can finish it kind of gives you kind of I think a psychological boost. Just kind of want to blend in the gel stuff a little bit. I don't know if you can see the difference. I see a difference, but I don't know if you can between like say this side that I just did and then this side. I like this better, which is why I decided I was going to do it. I've been watching a lot of music um, documentaries, by YouTube creators. lately on YouTube. I gotta tell you, sometimes it's like, back in the day, the only way you found out certain things about, you know, musicians and their lives was, whatever got into a magazine, if it got into a magazine, you know. But man, finding out how some of these musicians were, I don't know, it has me feeling some kind of way about them and about music and about the songs they did. And it's like, oh, I don't even know if I can like that song anymore, knowing what I know now. It's really weird how that is. Like the information can totally like change it. Change how you feel about it. Like the one I was watching last night that kind of did that to me was I like this group from Manchester, England, during the time that they called it Manchester. I actually had a cousin who lived there at the time, but she was very prim and proper, so I don't think she would have appreciated if I went over there and hung out with them people, with the Manchester folks. Probably would have kicked me out and said, "Go back to the U.S., get out of here." Um, but a group called the Happy Mondays, and I love that group. I love their music. It's just like, and I love their whole like vibe. You see them on MTV and the videos and stuff, and it just was, and the music. I have their CDs, and it's just like really upbeat party music. But when you hear about their lives and the band, and I was watching a video that was talking about um, the creation of their last album, and they did it in the Barbados, and it was total mayhem. Total mayhem. Like, I mean, and the guy, what was it, Music Mongoose is the guy's name, the YouTube creator's name. He makes good videos. Um, and he actually interviewed members of the band, and they were talking about how that whole recording experience and everything went, and what was going on while they were in Barbados. I can't think of that band differently now. I can't. I'll never think of them the same way again. I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, they cannot go back. None of them can go back to the Barbados. Barbados will not allow them to come back. That's how bad it was. And I mean, I know you hear stories like about like, especially like in like hard rock, how in the 70s, how bands would like wreck hotel rooms and all this other kind of stuff. Well, this was way beyond that. Way beyond that. So if you're interested, check out the channel Music Mongoose, and it's the latest video that he uploaded. And I think I can't remember the title exactly, but in it somewhere it'll say it might say the last days of the Happy Mondays, or the recording of the fourth album, the Happy Mondays. Excuse me. I feel like a burp in my chest. I don't know when it's coming out. Oh, excuse me. I'm yawning, but I'm not sleepy. I slept a long time today. Although I didn't go to bed until 1:30 a.m. But I got up at like 10:30 a.m. I slept in. I was like, I'm trying to, again, like I said, I'm trying to make myself chill out. And speaking of bands, it's almost like work for the past month. It's been almost like when you're a musician and you're performing, and there's so much lead up, to all the things you got to do before getting to that day and time and moment of performing, and then you get up there and there's all this adrenaline, the build up, and then all the adrenaline when you're performing, and then after that is over. And I think that's when a lot of musicians like get in trouble. That's even like happens, I've heard that happens with preachers. The same thing happens. There's all that adrenaline and then it's over. And now what do you do? And you have this built up energy and this built up everything, and you got to do something with it. What do you do with it? And they say that that's one reason that musicians, a lot of musicians, wind up being on, abusing substances or whatever, is because of dealing with that kind of, that up and down whole thing, and trying to come down from that, the physiological high or whatever, the physiological, not even physiological high, but the physiological effects of doing things like that, of performing, having to get ready to perform, and then it's over. I don't know if it was that same YouTube creator or not that was saying that, um the other channel I've been watching is what, guitar meets science. I think that this was the one that I heard the video about Stevie Nicks and how she got, um wound up with a coke problem. Was that, um well, there were all those relational problems between members as spouses, girlfriends, whatever. But somewhere in there, oh yeah, was it Mick Fleet? Was it Mick that actually didn't like? I would, or Lindsey Buckingham. I don't know. I think Lindsey. Sorry, I was going to say something about Lindsey Buckingham, but yeah, he's. I don't think he's a very nice person. But anyway, I think it was him that kept rejecting all her song ideas and stuff, and she was getting tired of it, and she wound up working like with, she wound up working with Tom Petty. She wound up songwriting for other people and all this other kind of stuff, in addition to working with Fleetwood Mac. But to do all of this stuff, extra stuff she was doing, and to get her own creative voice, to express her own creative voice by doing all these side projects, she had, that took a lot of hours to do that and stay up. I guess somebody suggested, you know, she take this, take that, whatever, just to stay up. And she stayed up, but then she also, um, messed up her voice and her nose. Bless her heart. It happens. It's tough. Yes, I've been watching a lot of music documentaries. Finding out maybe in some cases more than I wanted to know, in some cases, you know, good things that I never realized. I think I watched also watched one on Rick Rick Wakeman. What's is what is it? Oh my gosh, ELP, Emerson Lake and Palmer. Child, my brain, my brain, my brain. Don't make myself think too hard. Not Wakeman, the other guy. The I don't know. Brain's not working. Brain says no. Stop thinking too hard. Anyway, the guy that played the keyboards, organ, he was a nutter, man. I had no idea. First band I ever played in, the drummer and the guitarist were the, you know, most experienced musicians in the group and had played, you know, locally with in clubs and stuff with some pretty, you know, locally and nationally up there people. But they were both like they were big, 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 big fans of ELP. I don't really know a lot of ELP songs, although like if I hear them, I can recognize that's them. But the only one I know and I can't even remember the title of the song is the one where they say, "Welcome back, my friends." Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. That's the only song, and I don't even know the title of the song. That one I can readily identify, ELP. The rest of them, I don't know. I don't even know. Did they do Lucky Man? Were they the ones that did Lucky Man? But yeah, dude was really a case. He was, I don't know if he was bipolar or what. Something was, I don't know, untreated bipolar. Because he just was like, wow. He was off the chain. And you think about it, and their music just seems so calm and very orchestral and, you know, just kind of, you don't think of anybody being that crazy that's doing that kind of music. At least I don't. But the music doesn't, you know, kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Okay, I feel like I need a little more. I need to get a little darker on this side with some of this. But when you think about it, too, a lot of those people, and even now, they're really young musicians. Most of them are really young. They're, you know, and they're like college age and have all of this attention and drive and unanswered questions. They're still trying to differentiate themselves from their parents and all this stuff going on. And everybody's looking up to them for one thing that they're able to do. It's kind of goofy. It's kind of goofy. You know, a lot of pressure when you get into the whole business side of music, all this pressure to do something and having to make decisions about things that, you know, that make money for other people and not even being aware of how that affects them as an individual. Sometimes finding out later when they get ripped off by these people who see the potential. It's like, oh, people like them. Oh, let's make these albums. Oh, let's put them on tour for for months and months and months, and then they have no true socialization with individuals, and I don't know, it's a whole mess. Back when I was the band that I was in, that was like the most promising as far as to possibly make a living off of it, and having labels interested in stuff. I was like, when that started happening, I was the first thing I asked myself is like, that's like being married to these people that I'm making this music with. Do I want to be married to these 4 or 5 people indefinitely, and with the possibility of the party of the whole corporate thing being a part of that relationship? And I said no. Nope, I do not. And it's kind of like, once I had that thought, that kind of dictated a lot for me. It was kind of like the beginning and the end. And I wasn't going to have anybody try to push me into that. I was always like, you know what? I don't, and I never, well, I wasn't going to be seeking a label personally. So it's like, no, you come to me while we're doing what it is we naturally do, because I never wanted to be anything that was going to change because of some outsider telling me what to do. Only person that's going to tell me what to do is God. That's it. You don't count. And I didn't want to be trapped in any kind of contract that was going to push me this way or that. I wanted to be able to say goodbye the minute I felt like it was time to say goodbye. At the drop of a hat. Like, don't tell me what to do. Just like attitude in my voice. But true, that's how I felt. Only one person's going to tell me what to do. That's the one I'm going to listen to. Always going to think critically. If I don't like what you got to say, I'm going to tell you. And if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. So hearing a lot of these stories, I don't think it was unwise for me to be that way. Is this small enough to give me my little beak? I just realized the beaks aren't done. Probably because I thought, oh, it's too small. I can't get that. I think I can get it right now. Oh, and you know what? I didn't even do these things. You know what? I'm making them orange too. See, even when you think you're finished, you're not finished. I need a tip on this. I still can't find the right sharpener for these. I never wanted to be famous. I remember one time when somebody came to me, a young girl, for an autograph, and I just kind of looked at her like, I kind of looked at her. I didn't say it, but I was thinking, are you okay? Are you alright? I had to kind of think about it. It's like, okay, so you're up there and they see something and they see something that they admire or like. Don't dishonor that. Signed it, but then I, said, then I made it a point of I'm praying for that person. That's my part of it because I don't know, that threw me off. And I had a few people do that, and I was like, it really kind of, I found it very bizarre. There were people that I had met that, like, I was kind of like not really impressed by fame. The thing that I most want, like people that I admire, is to have a conversation with them if it seems like a moment to be able to do that. And there was one person that I did, and actually that person was instrumental somewhat, was one of the reasons why I went back to college, was conversations that we had about the writer Flannery O'Connor. It was nice to meet somebody who was really into Flannery O'Connor too, and I didn't even realize it. I didn't know. We just started talking, and um, it went there like really quick, talking about Flannery O'Connor. And I was like, oh my gosh! And then we just started talking about it, and that was it. And like a lot of the things that he had said and everything really, yeah, it really motivated me to want to go back to school, to go to college for literature. Very cool guy. Still making music. Still making music. Is that enough? It's kind of hard for me to see because of my lighting. Is there anywhere I want to add anything? I almost want to fix that smudge, but that, I don't know. I could fix it maybe with a white pencil. No, it kind of made it worse, but maybe not. See, I'm always pulling. My white Prismacolors are my. I think it did fix it a little bit. I like my white Prismacolors. Oh, I kind of need to cook today, but I kind of also don't want to cook today. I took out pizza dough out the freezer. I kind of want to judge your face a little bit, but I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up. So I'm not going to do that. We'll leave it alone. Um, Ooh, that's really tiny. Maybe this is a reason for using like those Verithin pencils. Who makes those Verithin pencils? Whoever makes those might be a reason for using Verithin pencils. Because man, that's tight. All that stuff in there. Oh, I forgot about the names of the things in there. I do need to eat now, actually. I haven't eaten yet today. It's not really good that I haven't eaten yet. Today is 1:30. How long have we been on here? 49 minutes? Ooh, I like this page. Tomatoes. How cute. Nice spring pages. Good with spring and summer. This one has beans. Which reminds me, I need to check my jugs. I know I have Cactus Zinnia coming up. And then I looked out the window this morning, the front window, and in the garden in the front of the house, there's actually an orange poppy. an orange perennial poppy that's up. It's just like up there. And it's like, oh. So that's from some of the seeds that I just kind of threw out. That trying to empty my seed packets stash. So that was nice to see. I hope I see another one. There's like only one out of all the seeds I dumped out. They are old though, but I have no idea what to eat. Now like I said, I took out pizza dough. I don't really want pizza, but I feel like I need to cook. But I also have stuff to make a kale salad, but I don't feel like doing the work. I was tired. I don't want to do anything that feels like work. Nothing. And cooking feels like work right now too. And it's like I don't want to. And I had tuna fish sandwich yesterday. I do really want a salad because I got my braces off now, so I really want to go a whole hog on a salad. But I don't feel like making it. I don't feel like doing all the prep work. Just want to sit here. I could order one from somewhere, which you know what? I could probably do that today. My husband would be in for the ride. And actually, you know what? I could have done that yesterday if I thought about it. Because where I had to go to the oral surgeon for the checkup on for the last, check to make sure the implant, the screw thing had healed properly and all that, and to say that it's ready for the, what do you call it? The thing you put on it that actually looks like the tooth. That went very well. I mean, I was out of there because I don't know what time I got there, like 10 to 11. My appointment was at 11. I actually left there at 11. I didn't even have to wait that long. And there were other people in the waiting room, but I didn't have to wait like 2 seconds. They called me in and then checked it, and then he did a bunch of things. Like he's very like he's on it. Like I love the way this guy works. Um, he did all the little tests he had to do with it and stuff, and then he says, "Okay, well, we'll send the letter to your dentist to get that you're all set for the what you call it? What's it called? The cap? What's the thing called? I don't know. I forgot the name of that too. Um, but anyway, so yeah, I was out of there at the time that my appointment was actually supposed to begin. Love that. But I was actually near a place where I could have gotten a really good salad, and I didn't even think of that. I could have done that. But you know what? I might send my husband off to go looking for one. Hold on a second. Let me see if he's game. Because I really don't feel like cooking. Who's not in the mood? Who's got the best salads? There's another place that's nearby too. Hold, please hold. I don't know. Uh, I really like my brain is really like ratcheted down to like no, you know, limited thinking. There is this place. It's closer, but I don't know how well. Let me see. Not a party menu. View our menu. See, I'm kind of aggravated by the thought because it's like I can make a really good salad, but I just don't have the energy. Ooh, crispy chicken BLT salad, but I don't like what they have on it. Ooh, I'm gonna substitute everything on there. I do have things here I can add to it. Hmm. I think that's closer. You wouldn't have to drive as far. Yeah, I'm gonna say like, how about this? Ooh, that one sounds better. Hmm. Yeah, I want a salad. Salad, and then I can watch a whole bunch of movies or something. I started to watch some movies yesterday, and with what it took to like get started with, you know, turn on TV and turn on the Google thing, and then um, get to Netflix because I thought I had a bunch of like Norwegian movies or something that I had set for a playlist to just watch, and I I couldn't find it. And by the time I did that, it was like I don't even feel like went looking for all that. I didn't even feel like watching anymore. I was like, forget it. So yeah, let me text my husband. I can figure out which one later. It'll be my present to myself post semester. He usually, well, he can go to, and actually, I could add kale to mine. I could add kale to my salad, whatever I get. Where's my messaging thing? Dun, 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 dun. Don't have another appointment until Monday. I think it's June 1st. So, the only thing is, if I watch a movie, I really don't want to watch it with my husband because all he's going to do is talk during it, and then I won't be able to rest in my head and immerse myself in the movie unless I just ignore him and tell him don't talk. This is my rest. Don't talk, which seems kind of weird. Hey, foot soldier. Good afternoon. But I just texted him about the salad because I'm not cooking. I want to make some iced tea though. I'll do that much. Make some iced tea. I don't know. I feel like I actually like want to make a bunch of apple chips because I have some apples that I need to use up. So and that was something I wanted to have with the kale salad. But like the more I think about it, all the stuff that I want to do to make the kale salad, I'm just like I don't feel like cooking because I'm like making this whole big production for myself. But if I make one component a day on it, I could probably do that. I already made the parsnip chips, which are really good. They are incredibly good. So like I need to like make them again, like and be more serious about it. I would we did plant parsnips one year. I planted parsnips. I might still have seeds for them. Only thing is like now, we're dealing with the haven't gardened in a long time and we need the battlements set up. My husband still hasn't done that. So it's like if he doesn't set up the battlements to prevent critters from getting in there, I'm not making any effort at all. I hope you're doing well, foot soldier. Hope you had a good Memorial Day. And I feel like this yellow needs something. I don't know what to do with it. See, I just keep randomly looking at things and thinking, oh, this needs something. Oh, this needs something. that's how we're doing today. Cause like I'm not like stressing for nothing. No stress. I've been through enough stress this month to last me for the rest of the year. And so I ain't doing extra for nobody for nothing. I do want to I want to do some reading and writing, some research, but even that, I just keep asking the Lord, okay, you tell me when, because I know right now that that's feeling a little too close to work like stuff. So I don't want to jump into that too soon, because once I switch into that mode, I got to be careful that I'm not switching into this is no longer relaxation. This is something else. Okay. Oh, that guy. What am I doing on green? Let's do green. See what my husband says about the. I don't know where he's at. He was mowing the lawn. I don't hear the lawnmower anymore, so. This is kind of also my key to him. I ain't cooking today. Because I didn't cook yesterday. Like I said, I had tuna fish. I made tuna fish and I had a sandwich early in the day. And then after that, I had the little bit of tuna fish that was left. Because I ate from it the day before yesterday too, so I had enough to make. I had made a sandwich yesterday, and then also later on, there wasn't really enough to make a sandwich, but I didn't really want another sandwich. I just wanted the little bit of tuna fish that was there, and like some of those cabbage, the pickled cabbage that they make, um, and that was my dinner. And but then my husband golfs on Tuesdays, so I thought he was gonna. A lot of times I figure he would eat there. So I was thinking, well, I hope he's not expecting anything to be here at home because I ain't doing nothing. I'm still in recovery. I ain't doing nothing. So I texting him about a salad that's his cue. I ain't cooking today, so I'm not cooking today. I don't know when I'm gonna cook again because I'm just like, oh, I'm in trying to stay in chill mode. Although I'm getting a produce box. What, tomorrow? Am I getting it? I think. So that's probably when I'll cook then. Although I took the pizza dough out, but that's okay. I also want to look up other things I can do with that dough because I don't know, that dough is kind of weird. It's kind of different. It's the one we bought like a few months ago, and I had it in the freezer. But some other ones from that, the pizzas that I made from when we bought that dough from the store. Um, so my husband bought I don't know, he bought like 4 bags of it. It was kind of weird. I haven't made my own pizza dough in a while, and I should probably start doing that now. So I don't know what they're doing with stuff these days. Get some yeast. Mm-hmm. Let's have like this kind of. I have this like low key irritated feeling, and I don't know what it's about. I don't know what that's. I don't know. And I'm also kind of in this. Okay, just this listening mode, waiting for the Lord to put a finger on something for me, what I need to be looking at or whatever. So just trying to stay quiet until, quiet, waiting for that. I just feel like the world is so crazy right now. It's like 1968 on steroids. But then, I was a kid back then, so this might be exactly how 1968 felt to my parents. Which makes me like think, makes me even more grateful for them because it's like, wow, you had to deal with all this and raise kids. I don't want to darken any of those too much. I like cooking, but to have to cook when I have to do all the other things I have to do, I don't like. Because for me, like, cooking is kind of creative. It's kind of creative work, and it takes thought for how to put certain things together. Um, because I mean, I could do like basic things or whatever, but they're not necessarily healthy. I mean, I can throw something together like real quick, you know, but to have put it together and have it be of the nutritional value I want it to be, that's another thing, and that takes thought and preparation. Um, and I'm not always in the mood or have the capability to think like that. I make a production out of it, I guess, is what I do, wind up doing. Um, when I wasn't working full time, yeah, it was like no problem, you know. But and even though I don't work in the summer. Well, technically, at one point, I was getting paid still during the summer, so there's still a certain amount of attention that I always had to have to work. Um, Now this summer, I don't have that, and so I'm trying to ratchet all the way down, so I'm all the way at rest. Um, yeah, so I love to cook and I love to bake, but another thing about it is I don't have the kitchen that I want. Um, and I don't have the kitchen that works for me. And without the kitchen that works for you when you like to cook, yeah, you're not going to like to cook. And that's also where I'm at. I need the kitchen to be a particular way, and it's not that way. And yeah, and it's my husband's fault. And he won't work with me on it, and so it's like, yeah, then you're gonna get what you're gonna get, because I can't do it like that here, not anymore. So that's the other thing. It's like trying to get to a place to organize my kitchen so that I can work in it the way I need to work. That's another job. And so that's another reason why I'm not really too into cooking lately. I like to cook, but I'm not. It's always a problem for me, is because it's always, there's always more than one element of work involved with cooking. And it's not enjoyable to me if I can't just go in there and do what I want to do. So I don't know why I'm adding this to it, but I am. And this is a watercolor pencil. I don't know. I'm just feeling it, so I'm doing it. And I think I need more light. Yeah, I need a new kitchen. I need a new kitchen And it's not that I need entirely a new kitchen. I need a new kitchen setup. I do need new cabinets. Um, yeah, I need new cabinets. Period. I need new cabinets. I need cabinets that work for me, not work against me. I need counters that work with me and not against me. And without that, like, I mean, like I said, I can't even. I used to make, like make my own pizza dough, make my own pie crust, all that kind of stuff. And I can't really comfortably do that now. It's like stuff has to change in there. And if it doesn't change, I can't do the work. So I really like cooking. I really enjoy cooking, but I don't enjoy cooking in an environment that doesn't work with me. Oh, somehow that did. Okay, I did want these kind of darker, and that seems to be. I don't know. That seems to be doing it for me. Okay. Because I'm also like, I don't like wasting my time. I've always been that way. I don't like double work, and I don't like wasting my time. And so, yeah, cooking now is like twice the amount of work because the kitchen isn't set up the way I need it to be. And so it's like, well, the first thing I got to do is like figure out how I'm going to do it with the setup I have. Um, that's work trying to figure that out. So a lot of times I'm just like, I'm just not going to cook. And because I've been working so much more the past 3 years outside of the home, with my job outside of the home, um, I haven't had time to make that setup myself. But I might start doing that since I'm going to be working less. We'll see. Again, that's something I got to listen to the Lord for and see, like, what is it time for? What is it time for? I only want to do what it's time for. Because if I don't do what it's time for, then I'm just wasting my time. And I don't like wasting my time, like I said already. I don't like wasting my time. Okay, that made it darker. I can't try to see without the reflection. I don't know what to do with the outside of the leaves, but I might be kind of getting color numb with these, and I don't want to do too much. What I'm going to do about it, I'm going to trust the Lord is what I'm going to do about it. I don't know if it's time because I was talking about cabinets earlier this year, but the way didn't open for that. And the thing is, once you change one thing, it's like you kind of need to change everything. And so, I don't know. Take care, foot soldier. You have a good rest of your day. Oof. Let me see if you emailed me back. Or not emailed me back, texted me back. Where are you? You didn't text me back. I might go and get it myself. And get him one too. I need to eat something. I may eat a bowl of cereal. What time is it? 1 hour, 15 minutes. There also was the factor of me having braces, which complicated. That was another thinking factor that was put into my cooking that like really messed everything up because I had to go by what could I eat, what could I physically eat, with the braces, what was actually going to get down to my belly, what actually wasn't going to break my brackets or anything. Yeah, because like that's I haven't been able to eat chicken wings for like 3 years. So, for instance, I can't eat any meat off the bone. Um, yeah, so that was the other thing that made cooking very, very, very difficult. So I had all those factors in on my cooking that just made it like, ugh, let's just not. But braces are off, so now. So I kind of like have to remember now, like, what are the things that I used to cook? What are the things I used to make? What are my favorite things to eat that I haven't been able to eat for a long time? And whereas before, I was prepared for making those kind of things because I was cooking them regularly or some variation of them regularly. So my pantry had those things in them. Um, it doesn't right now. And so I have to like kind of remember what those things are and start getting them again and start. So it's a whole like, ugh, it's a whole, it's a whole infrastructure that has to be rebuilt. And then I also have to use what I have from, you know, when I couldn't eat that way. It's like this whole thing to figure out. This is one thing why I think having braces when you're younger is probably is a blessing because your mother thinks of all that stuff for you. So you don't have to think about it because your mother thinks about all of it for you. When you're an adult, you have to think of all of that stuff for yourself. In addition to, living the rest of life. That was really the hard part of having braces. I didn't have somebody else to think of those things for me. Now this thing is up. I want to use it. It's a brute thinner. I need a sharper. I need a sharper. Hold on, pencil sharpener. Yeah, that's why this pencil is out. Is because I like it so much. It never finds its way home because it's that right green that just does that thing. Here's another one. That one kind of already has some. I want in here. I love these fruit printer pencils so much, so much, so much. Look at that. Bang. I'm wondering if he went somewhere. I hope the mower didn't break down. That would suck. Oh, unless he went to mow somebody else's lawn. He might have done that and I just can't hear it. Wow. That really like made that pop. Other thing is that about cooking is I haven't really had my desire to eat was very just didn't want to eat. And like if you don't want to eat, you don't really cooking is kind of like for what? Hey, Taylor Made. Oh, excuse me. What is this? Oh yeah, that'll work. If you don't want, if you don't have an appetite, you don't really want to cook. I saw a spot. I got this out because I saw a spot that didn't have, and I can't find the spot now. Where was it? Why is that going that way? See, even when you think you're like done in certain spots, you're not. You're not. I can't see it now. What is that? Is that the spot? Why is it shaped like that? It looks like pink. It should be pink. We're filling in the blanks. Is it there? I don't know. That looks like leaf too. Some of these indiscriminate objects or spaces. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with it, so I'm just coloring it green. Because I don't know what it is. I can't tell. Oh, was it in here? Is that where I was looking? It was a nice drive yesterday going to the oral surgeon. And driving the back roads, everything's green and it was sunny and it was really nice. Look at that. I don't know, maybe I'll get a gust of energy and cook. I don't know. The thing is, it just opens up a whole nother, you know, hole. Like, I'm going to wind up, like, doing, like, some hardcore organizing or something, and then I'm going to be, like, tired. I don't feel like going that. What is this? Coffee bean? No, I don't want coffee bean. Unless. I'm literally trying to protect my energy. What do I do? I'm always confused about coloring the bees. It's like, well, they have the eyes as black. It's like, so if I color this black, then you're not going to be able to see that. But they usually do. The front part of them is black. And their faces. Actually, I've been thinking about baking cookies too, because I really haven't baking the cookies that like I haven't been able to eat for for 3 years. I really been thinking about that. It's like, oh, the cookies or my breakfast bars. I couldn't eat because I was afraid because they're kind of chewy, and I didn't want them to pull out a bracket or anything and something. Kind of in that mood. I want to do it all, but it's like, no, you can't do it all. I wonder. Let's see. I have a. Where's that light yellow? I could do that light yellow. Yeah, here it is. And I got more of these somewhere too, because this is also one of my. All those pale Prismacolors, yes, they're like my favorites. Child, if I had some white bread, I'd just eat a PBJ and some milk right now, and I'd be happy. I don't have any white bread. I don't know why, but I don't like peanut butter and jelly on wheat bread. That's just weird to me. As much as I love wheat bread, I don't like PBJs on wheat bread. That's strange. Or it could just make a smoothie. But that's too much like what I always had to do. Not what I want to do, what I had to do. Right? I don't know. Still don't know what to do with these wings. There's a wasp in our sunroom. That's I think it spent like a whole 10 minutes trying to like let it go out the back door, out the sliding door. Then I gave up. I says, okay, I guess you're just a pet now, because like it's been in there for like days. And I finally like, okay, let me try and let this go outside. It's a nice day too, so no, I couldn't get him over there. Couldn't get him over. I'm like moving the branches of the Dracaena to try and kind of like, get edge him out. Nope. It's like I was like, okay, well, I guess you're a pet now. Got a pet wasp. I don't know if he's eating bugs or anything. Hey, I'll keep him. But I don't know if he's happy inside or not. I don't really know. I'll probably try again later. I mean, he's got a lot of plants back there to hang on, so if that's what he wants, he's, not wanting for that. But I do feel like he'd like it better outside. Okay. Like, you could keep fiddling with these things forever and ever, but that basically. Did I get that little loopy thing? Where was that loop thing that was sticking out in some weird spot? Oh, there's the blue spot. That was it. That was the one I wanted. Uh, uh, uh. See, I'll be doing this forever and ever until it looks like I want it to, with no particular. I don't know. I don't have any particular goal, but It was very warm yesterday, like mid 70s, which is warm here. It wasn't like it was like last week when it was like almost 90, like out of the blue, just all of a sudden, like from 50 to 90. Like, what the heck is that? It was more reasonable yesterday. It was nice. And now it's a little cooler, although I'm trying to understand how it can be. What did it say? It said like 60 something, but feels like, what is it, 78? I'm like, what is that? That's kind of weird. So I'm wondering, like, is the humidity, maybe the humidity is high? I might just make a smoothie. mm, for now. I saw this video yesterday that it's like, okay, information overload, that was saying that I guess now there's some, some information going around that you shouldn't mix bananas and berries in a smoothie, which I usually don't anyway. My smoothies usually have one or the other, and I don't know why I always did that, but I always did that. Uh, but I think because I really only like having banana smoothies with like peanut butter or chocolate, and I have like this chocolate collagen that I like to put with like bananas, and then actually use like bananas and cinnamon. That salon cinnamon. Oh my gosh, that combination is so good. But anyway, so I usually never did that. I never really mixed. See, I don't know if I like it smoothed out like that, but we done did it now, so let's just keep going. Um, yeah, I guess because and this guy who I guess is a doctor was kind of reviewing somebody's TikTok, and this was a short. Was reviewing somebody's TikTok where they were like they were spazzing out about not being able to do berries and bananas in their smoothies, and which I know a lot of people do. So yeah, I can understand he's kind of flipping out. Um, but I guess there's something in the banana that kind of neutralizes the benefit of the berries, which is why they're saying that don't put bananas and berries in your smoothie. I know that totally upends a lot of people's smoothie games because there's a whole lot of smoothie recipes that have bananas and berries. I don't know, but I guess I'm glad that's not my habit because I wouldn't have been getting the benefit. Oh, I have to make a decision on that spot, and I think I'm making it blue. I kind of feel like sitting down, watching a movie, and organizing my yarn. I feel like doing that. My eyes are kind of fuzzy today. Allergy season. I don't know where I put my glasses. Well, I have several cheaters everywhere. And I don't think I have. I don't know where the ones are that I used to have on this desk. I need to get them back here. There's a green smear over there. Today would be a good day for me to spray some of these pages. Okay, now I like it now, with more of it kind of. I really didn't mind the pencily look in some some spots, but I'm just gonna. I want it to be a little more uniform. So if I do one spot, I kind of got to do them all. I love my white Prismacolor. I actually used a pen for the pistils because I don't know, the black pencil wasn't doing enough. This one has a combination. I started with black pencil and I just didn't like how it was going down, so I wound up using pen. I think I might kind of. I was even wondering if I should use the black pen and then go over it with a different color pencil. I thought about doing that. I'm not sure like what they're gonna do. But it's such a narrow thing to try to. I don't know. We're not gonna look too hard. Don't look too hard. I probably could go over it with white, just for the waxiness of this pencil. They need to have a clear. Maybe they do. They need to have a clear pigment Prismacolor that just has whatever it is that makes their pencils do what they do in it. Although maybe that's what the white is for. And I kind of moved this one's kind of weird. I almost wanted to thin this out, but there's more than one that's going on in this background, and then it doesn't have enough space between them to delineate that space between them. I don't know. quite how to say that. But I don't know if I like that better or not, but that's what it is what it is. Child, I can't stop. Can't stop. Can't stop and it won't stop. Okay, I think that's it. Done with the little kitty. So probably next I started working on this last night when I was listening to that Happy Mondays documentary. So this is the one I need to finish up this one. So I think I may go spray this one. I'm gonna cover it up. This is like the first copy I did of that Tunisian crochet knit pattern, knit stitch. That's what it's called. Tunisian knit stitch. And you do it with a crochet thing. Anyway, this is just a copy of it, not the main one. I did one page as a test to see how it would work. And so this is a throwaway page. But then we'll work on this one next. This page needs a lot of, and there's a lot of tiny things in here, so. Okay, so that is it for me for today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to me ramble. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye.